I don't tell jokes. I tell anecdotes and lies, but I don't tell them. Anyway, this is a joke. And it's not a joke, it's a story. It's a true story. It really happened.
George Burns never called himself a joke teller. He preferred stories, observations, moments pulled straight from life. That quiet, effortless style made him one of the most enduring entertainers America has ever known. For more than 80 years, he stood on stages with a cigar in hand, turning ordinary experiences into unforgettable comedy. By the time he reached the end of his life, George Burns had built a fortune worth over $30 million, a legacy few could match, and a final decision that shocked almost everyone. Born on January 20, 1896, in a small apartment at 95 Pitt Street on New York's Lower East Side, he entered the world as Nathan Birnbaum. He was the 9th of 12 children born to Dora and Louis Birnbaum, Jewish immigrants struggling to survive in a crowded, unforgiving city. Their home was cramped, their money scarce, but laughter filled the rooms. Yiddish humor became young Nathan's comfort and escape. Everything changed in 1904 when his father died suddenly at just 47 years old. With no savings, Nathan was forced to leave school after the 5th grade. He shined shoes, sold newspapers, rolled cigars, and sometimes slept on the streets. Those harsh nights taught him toughness and independence long before adulthood. Comedy, even then, became a shield against hunger and fear. As a teenager, he fell in love with the stage. He slipped into burlesque theaters and watched comedians control crowds with timing alone. He reinvented himself again and again, finally choosing the name George Burns. Inspired by family and circumstance, his first performances were humiliating failures, but he never quit. Instead, he wandered through the Midwest, singing anywhere that paid, learning how audiences reacted and how laughter truly worked. The turning point came in 1923 in Chicago when he met Gracie Allen. Their chemistry was immediate, but unexpected. George assumed he would be the funny one, until audiences began laughing uncontrollably at Gracie's innocent, illogical responses. George made a career-defining choice. He stepped back and let her shine. That decision changed comedy forever. They married in 1926, blending their personal and professional lives completely. Together, they conquered vaudeville, radio, film, and television. The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show drew nearly 40 million listeners at its peak. Audiences believed they were watching real life unfold, not scripted comedy. Their timing, warmth, and authenticity made them America's favorite couple. Behind the laughter, however, were struggles. Gracie Allen suffered from lifelong heart problems and pushed herself through pain to perform. In the early 1950s, George Burns admitted to a one-night affair, a mistake that filled him with lifelong guilt. Though Gracie forgave him, something quietly shifted. They later adopted 2 children, Sandra and Ronnie, but George never formed the deep bond people expected. In 1964, Gracie died of a heart attack at Cedars of Lebanon Hospital in Los Angeles. George was devastated. For years, he spoke to an empty chair on stage, pretending she was still there. Without her, his world felt incomplete. Against all odds, George Burns reinvented himself yet again. At age 80, he won an Academy Award for The Sunshine Boys. Films like Oh, God turned him into a late-life legend. He performed into his 90s, surviving surgeries, injuries, and loss with humor intact. When he died on March 9, 1996, just weeks after turning 100, the final surprise emerged. His entire estate was left to Cedars Sinai Medical Center, the United Jewish Fund, and the Motion Picture Fund. His children received nothing. For George Burns, charity was loyalty without complication. His final act reflected the life he lived: quiet, deliberate, and unforgettable.